Hi everyone, welcome to Basics Take 2. So in the second screencast, what I'm going to do is show you how to install packages and how to load them. So let's start from the very beginning again. As always, we open RStudio by opening our proj file that is living in our RYouWithMe folder. And that'll bring us back to the same view that we've had all along. So you can see here we have at the moment the console is taking up the entire left-hand side of the screen because the script we started with last time has disappeared, but we'll pull that up in a second. We have on the top right, we have our environment, and on the bottom right, we have our files. So packages are essentially just bundles of code that somebody has written, bundled together, tested, and then given away. And we're going in the next few lessons be working with mostly tidyverse packages. So I'm going to start by showing you how to install the tidyverse as an example of how to install packages in general. So you only need to install a package on a machine once. So it's the kind of thing that makes most sense to do in the console because you can do it, it's done, and once it's installed on your machine, you don't have to do it again. If you're working on a different machine, you would need to install that package again, but if you work in R on the same machine, then you just have to install packages once. So to install a package, you simply type install packages and then type the name of the package in quotes. So we want to install the tidyverse. Okay? And because I've already installed the tidyverse on my machine, this is probably not going to take very long. If you haven't installed the tidyverse before, it might chug for a little while because the tidyverse is a kind of like an umbrella package that contains lots of packages within it. So I already have the tidyverse on my machine, so that took 3 seconds and it's done. The other way that you can install packages that I literally learned about 3 days ago is if you go over here on the package tab, there is this button that says install. And if you click on that, then you can search from CRAN, where all that are endorsed packages live. You can search and install straight from this this pull down box. So the other package we're going to work with a lot next is called here, which helps you work with working directories and easily tell where your things are. So if you just type here into the search box and then say install, it will install the here package. Again, I already have that package on my machine, so it won't take very long. The other packages that Danny and I were talking about liking included Janitor and Jane Austen R, and Danny has a special package for doing Bayesian statistics. So what you can do is search the list of packages on CRAN and see if there are packages that are specific to the kind of analysis you do and install them either by simply typing into the console install packages or by using this install button with the search. All right, so once you've installed a package, before you can use it, you need to use the library function to load it into your session. So to do that, what we might do is open the script that we were working with before. So we can go back to our files, and in our scripts folder, we've got the basic script that we created last time. And it's good practice to leave notes for yourself in your script. So anything that starts with a hashtag is not executable code. It's just a note to yourself. So we can start notes by saying the first thing we want to do is load packages. And if you put a few dashes after your note that starts with a hashtag, you can see I have my pancakes activated. If you put a few dashes after a line of notes, it will turn it into like a heading. And you can, once your script gets really long, you can navigate it through it using these outlines. So in order to load packages, once you've installed them, you use the library function. And so if we type into our script, library tidyverse, and we also have library here, and then we run those 2 lines of code, it's going to work a little bit. You can see that little stop sign that comes up while R is working. Once the stop sign has disappeared and your little arrow has reappeared, that's telling you that R has stopped thinking and is ready for you to input something else. So you can see here when we loaded tidyverse using the library function, it's telling us that what that is doing is attaching all of these packages, so ggplot, tibble, tidyr, readr, per, dplyr, and stringr, and it's warning us that some of those packages have functions within them that clash with functions in other packages. So when you're using the filter function in dplyr, it might clash with the filter function in a package called stats. And so if you have stats also installed, it's probably safest to call the filter function in dplyr, specifying that it is the dplyr version of filter by using this double colon to say, I want the filter function from dplyr, right? So when you load library tidyverse, it tells you what the packages that it has loaded are. And when you load library here, it helpfully tells you that here starts at this file path that is the top level of the folder that contains your RProj file, which will be useful once we come to want to tell where your data lives. All right, so that's how you load packages. Have a play around, have a go at installing the janitor package or JNOST or some other package that you think might be useful to your analysis, and then add the library call at the top of your script to load that package. Now, the reason that we typically load packages at the top of a script rather than in your console is that while you only have to install the package once, you need to load it every time you are starting an R session. So it's helpful to have a list of packages with library calls at the top of your script so that every time you are running this script, the packages you need to run the code underneath are already loaded for you.